What if we went back in time to a version of Minecraft where you can't even sprint? No shields, no modern updates, just me and old Minecraft Pocket Edition. I survived 100 days in this forgotten version, fighting classic mobs, surviving long nights, and dealing with dangerous old bugs. Every decision mattered. Every mistake could end the world. This is my 100 days survival. Let's begin. First, I downloaded the old Minecraft PE version, but as soon as I did, a warning popped up saying the file might be harmful. When I tried to install the app, another problem appeared, and at that moment, I already knew exactly what to do. I opened APK Editor, selected the APK file, looked for the app, in my case, Minecraft. Then I selected Common Edit. All I had to do was change the SDK version to 24. And just like that, the game was ready. Before we continue, I need to address something important. While recording this video, my recording app didn't capture the in-game audio. So in some parts of this video, you'll hear an AI voice instead, and the rest will be supported by background music to keep the atmosphere alive. It wasn't planned, but the survival challenge stays real. So sit back and let the journey continue. Now, before anyone says anything, if you've been watching my channel, you already know this is not my main button layout. So don't expect crazy plays, no God bridging, no insane movement. These buttons, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of bad. But this isn't about being perfect. It's about surviving and somehow making it to day 100. Finding iron this early could mean the difference between life and death. Good armor, better tools, and a real chance of surviving with no deaths. So when I saw that open cave, I didn't hesitate. I was going in, no matter what was waiting inside. Before I could go any deeper, I needed to be prepared. So I crafted my first stone tools, simple but reliable. Then I headed back up to the surface, where I found trees still standing. I collected more wood, because in this version of Minecraft, resources are everything. After all of that, I had one more problem: food. Without it, there would be no regeneration, and every hit I took would matter. So I went out hunting, not for fun, but to stay alive. With food finally in my bag, I realized something. I had no bed, no way to skip the night. So instead of risking the darkness, I made a decision. I stayed inside the cave, waiting, while mining whatever ores I could find. I always end up picking up the items I dropped. No matter how careful I try to be, it just happens. Every single time. A zombie spawner. At first it looked dangerous, but then I realized this could actually come in clutch in the following days. A steady source of XP and maybe some rare drops, if I survived long enough to use it. Why I can't put the torch on top of it? I'd hit a dead end. Nothing left to mine, nothing left to explore. So I decided to head back to the village, to see if there was any loot waiting for me. Churches in Minecraft usually spawn with a brewing stand. So of course, I went to check. I had hope. But when I got there was nothing, absolutely nothing. Maybe why do I have two beds? I don't remember crafting another one. But hey, I'm not complaining. I was thinking, it's time for a starter base. Nothing fancy, just wood and cobblestone. A safe place to survive the nights and plan the next steps. So first, let's start by collecting wood. With the wood now collected, it was time for the next step. Cobblestone, the backbone of every early survival base. And by the way, I made a few iron pickaxes. Then I headed back underground and started mining. While collecting cobblestone like this, I had an idea. If I made a staircase all the way down to bedrock, I could knock out two things at once: more cobblestone and a chance at diamonds. So I went deeper, hoping this decision would pay off. While I was strip mining, I wasn't recording because the footage alone was already 19 gigabytes. And I wasn't even close to day 100 yet. I finally found my first diamonds. After hours of mining, I finally collected 14 obsidian. Enough for a nether portal and an enchanting table. This was a huge step forward. Things were starting to get serious. After all that mining, I realized I needed another essential, sugarcane, so I started looking for it near spawn. While searching for more sugar cane, I stumbled upon a village, and to my surprise, it had a blacksmith. This was huge. I started looting, grabbing everything I could find that might be useful. After all that collecting, I made my way back to the village near the zombie spawner and started to build my base there. Here's the full build. I followed a tutorial on TikTok by marchiworx. Definitely check out his channel for some really cool builds. Over here is my chest for all the goods I've collected. And this is my cow farm that I've been working on. It's not huge, but it's enough to keep me fed and prepared for what's coming. I decided this was the perfect time to build an XP farm. I already had like 13 bookshelves, I think, enough to start enchanting properly and gain an edge for the battles ahead. But I was going to enchant my iron armor. I had no diamonds, bro. After finishing the zombie XP farm, I did one thing. I killed all the zombies until my full iron armor was finally enchanted. And by the way, the XP farm is right down there, hidden inside my base. This is my fully enchanted armor, and these are the tools I prepared for what comes next. And just look at this. All of this loot came from the XP farm alone. Now it was time to enter the Nether. With this armor on, I felt confident that I wouldn't die. I was ready to face whatever this world had been hiding. With that many gas targeting me, I had no choice. I had to save and quit so they could despawn and I could get out safely. After collecting all the blaze rods, it was time to head back to my portal, and leave this place behind. Now back in the overworld, it was time for the next objective, Enderman. I needed Ender Pearls and to find the stronghold. This was the final step before reaching the end, so I waited for nightfall and began searching for Enderman. After all that waiting, the only thing I found on this journey was a third village. No Enderman, no pearls, just silence. So I decided to do some research to find where Endermen commonly spawn. Everything pointed to one biome, the desert, so I headed there. And I found a desert temple. I also took the time to enchant some of my stuff. like my axe to make farming faster, and my sword, with looting one, to try and improve drop rates. After raiding the desert temple and collecting all the TNT, I stepped outside and stumbled upon my fourth village in this world. I stayed in this village, waiting until nightfall. Then, I went out to hunt Endermen. I needed pearls more than ever. I'm not gonna lie, I killed over 20 Endermen, and not a single pearl dropped. And that's when I realized this old version of Minecraft is broken. The end wasn't going to be easy, or maybe not even possible. And that's the journey. 100 days in old Minecraft PE. I survived, built, mined, enchanted, explored the Nether. The Enderman didn't drop pearls, but survival is what counts.